It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. The fans are filling the seats out in Boston, the site of our broadcast, and where the Celtics will be going up against the Chicago Bulls. Looking at the Bulls, these guys are playing good basketball with 7 wins in their last 10 games, and they like their chances tonight.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
The Bulls are looking to defeat their Eastern Conference rival going into this one. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Celtics make a quick stop here in front of their Boston fans just one game before heading back out, winning their last 3 games. They'd like to make that 4 in a row here tonight.
This game decides whether they'll come out on the top or the bottom of the season series because they've split the prior 2, and this being the final meeting, so a little more meaning on this one.
Yeah, and so many of these rubber match games like this, you know teams are going to bring it all their heart, all their focus and intensity, because if you don't, you come up short. So I'm looking forward to this one. It's going to be a heck of a battle.
Well, last year, Tyler Zeller both started and came off the bench, showed he could be an effective player, even when playing heavy minutes.
Yeah, if you look at the games that he played as a starter, he increased his usage, and it didn't bother his production at all.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's Wright in at the 3 spot. Good on the shot.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
First quarter, just over a minute played.
And for Zeller last season, his numbers were the same or better as a starter. His scoring picked up a touch. Still had a great field goal percentage, too. So really solid production in his first couple of years.
Now here's Turner. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Toronto.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Now Gibson after the missed 3 from Evan Turner. Rose kicks to Gasol. They set the screen. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Just 5 to shoot. From 15 feet away. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Gasol's got his second bucket tonight.
And I think the big thing for Zeller was that he found his role in the league. He knows he'll be an energy guy who has to make the most of his touches. And to his credit, he is nothing but a positive force on the floor.
Again, the miss by Turner.
Offensively, 1 of 4 to start. They're still trying to find their stroke.
Thomas against Rose. Here's Butler. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Butler's got his first points of the night.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw tonight.
Tyler Zeller at the line with 1 shot.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Rose kicks to Gibson and stolen by Zeller. Turner dishes to Thomas. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
And Boston has possession. The Bulls getting the bucket. Now here's Turner. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. The rebound by Gibson.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, earlier I spoke with Brad Stevens. It's been a pretty even matchup against this team, at least so far this season, with a game going each way in their first 2 contests. And the key to them taking this one tonight, he said, is defense. We know they can score with anyone, and we're certainly capable of putting some points on the board when we need to. But we can't get into a barn burner shootout with them. We've got to slug it out, play some gritty D, and make them work for everything. Kevin, this should be a tough game.
Thanks, Doris. That's a potent offense they're up against right now, and they know it.
And that's why they've got to be ultra-focused at the defensive end right from the tip.
And I have no doubts that they will be. As bluntly as Coach put it to Doris, I'm sure he was even more blunt when he was talking to his guys.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Here's Turner. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. From deep, Thomas. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Got that one up quick. Gibson's got his first points of the game.
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
Rose against Thomas. To the paint. Here's Zeller. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. That's 7 points for Tyler Zeller.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Rose goes in. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Butler against Thomas. It's good. This game is all even. Thomas got 5 points so far.
You know, his pace makes him really hard to keep track of, guys. I mean, if you lose him, he'll explode to the rim on you.
Rose passes to Gibson. Takes it off the glass. Gibson's got his second basket.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Zeller. Nice ball movement by Boston. Sullinger against Gasol. It's Sullinger with the drive. Outside Rose. Passes it to Wright. Right side Gibson. The dish to Rose. Gibson setting the pick for Rose. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
So the Celtics call timeout, their first. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at them wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that one.
Sullinger. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
And when you look at those rebounds, they have a cumulative effect on the opponent. His effort wears them down physically and mentally.
The Celtics making a switch here. Lee's checked in, then for the Bulls. Splitters checked in for Gibson, and Smith subbed in for Wright. Sullinger, no good. The Bulls leading by 4.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, and understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
Austin's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Outside Thomas. Pass to Lee. Here's Sullinger. Drains the 19-footer. Here is Rose. 20 points for him last game against Golden State. Smith outside. Splitter sets a screen. Shot from the wing. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Thomas with the ball. In the game against Toronto. Very impressive. Down low. Here's Sullinger. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And really a fantastic season for Sullinger last year. Really made some leaps forward, but missed a lot of time still due to injury.
Sullinger did continue to improve last year, Clark, but you can't ignore that he had to miss time once again.
Yeah, and you hope that he'll be able to stay healthy for a full year at some point. When he's on the floor, he's a hard matchup for just about every team in the league.
Crowder, he's checked in for Boston. Bradley comes in for Allen. Then for the Bulls. Mirotic comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Clarkson in for Rose. The free throw's good from Sullinger. And for Sullinger last season, further indication, Clark, that he needs to keep working on his conditioning.
And that was a concern coming into the league with Jared, is just how committed would he be to working on his body all the time and maintaining a level of conditioning that he needs. And injuries have been a part of that not being the case, but when he's out there, he's capable.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And talking about Sullinger, you wonder if he's been in the right scheme for the past couple years. He's not a three-point shooter. He's a back-to-the-basket banger. You want proof, only hit 28% from behind the arc last season, and that was his career high.
First one falls for him.
You know, on the topic of Sullinger, guys, he said publicly that people are doubting him. And he's right. I mean, until he gets in better shape and stays that way, there will always be questions surrounding that part of his game. Hopefully for him going forward, he can be more Duncan than Diaw in the way he treats his body.
Amir Johnson's checked in for Boston. No good on the second free throw. Celtics trail by 3. And here is Thomas. 5 points in the game. That's tipped. And they're pushing it up. Snell, that's good. Snell's got his first 2 points of the night.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Here's Crowder. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. There's Thomas with the 3. There's the bucket. Good.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Thomas gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Clarkson kicks to Miritich. Out to the right wing. Right wing. Snell dishes to Splitter. Puts it up from 12. The rebound by Johnson. Boston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Here's Lee. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was
Sounds
not
good.
a soft
Hit.
foul he had to
Shoot
get
one.
through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Now here's Thomas. 8 points for him. Picked by Lee. And Thomas, here we go. It's blocked. Now Clarkson. Crowder pulls it in. Celtics trail by 5. Outside Thomas. Lee left side, 13 feet away. Again, the miss by Lee.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And Miritich kicks to Splitter. Dishes it to Smith. Clock at 6. The feed to Clarkson. Lee with the steal. Crowder the pass to Thomas. Gets it from three-point range. Thomas got 11 points.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Clearly, that was the overriding factor. A double-digit advantage on the board. They just pounded them inside.
Here's a look at the teams that have been dominant offensively over the course of the past month. Number 5, the Bulls.
You know what, Kevin, as a team, they've been getting great results offensively. I mean, they seem to always get the ball to the right guy at the right time in the right position.
Jerebko's checked in for the Celtics. .109 left here in the first quarter. Smith on the wing. There's a good screen. Miritich sets the screen for Smith. Here's the 3. Miritich's shot is off. Boston's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Bradley dishes to Jerebko. Celtics passing it around. Now here's Crowder. He's covered by Clarkson. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Snell kicks to Clarkson. He feeds it to Miritich. He dishes it to Clarkson from 13. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Clarkson's got his second basket of the night.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
You're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
And that one's good. Lee's got his first bucket in this one. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Bulls lead by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away.
The only hard part of that decision is leaving a place that you really loved for 13 years. I couldn't have left without knowing that it was a place that we were going to stay together and really commit to a process together. And I was sold on that, and I continue to be sold on it.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks Boston is stockpiling.
Well, I don't know how he would address that question, but I do know he's feeling real good about his decision. I mean, taking the Celtics to the playoffs in just his second season, I mean, I think he's one of the bright coaching stars in the NBA today. It was the NBA's gain and college basketball's loss when he moved on to the Celtics.
Well said. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Celtics, we've got Bradley, Tyler Zeller out there with Yarebko. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Turner in at the one. Shot by Zeller, no good.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Derrick Rose, unbelievable spirit. We know about his toughness, has fought through injuries of all kinds that might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, that's the word, Kevin. I mean, he was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros.
And that is good. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. To the middle. Off target at the rim.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions yet.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Sellinger's checked in for Boston. Allen comes in for Avery Bradley. So he picks up just one from the line that time. Boston's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Takes it from 10. Allen's shot is off. The Bulls have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Gasol a screen. Rose with the ball. Sellinger picks him up. The shot's good from Gasol.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
Old-fashioned, isn't it, my man? Old-fashioned, pound-the-rock basketball, and it is definitely working for them.
Chicago leading. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Rose with the ball. That drops. Butler's got his second bucket.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Now here's Zeller. 7 points in the game. Turner passes to Zeller, and he sinks the shot coming off a strong pick. Zeller's got 9.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge, Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's Butler. He had 13 points in the win against Golden State.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroke. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Zeller, a screen on Gibson, and it's Turner off the drive, and the dunk by Zeller. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Now here's Gasol. A 14-point game for him in the win against Golden State.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backcourt.
Here's Allen after Pau Gasol's bucket. Zeller dishes to Turner. Zeller setting the pick for Turner. It's Sellinger atop the key. Just 5 on the clock. And that one goes long. Bulls have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Now here's Rose. He has 6. And that one's good. Right.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Now here's Sullinger, trailing by 4. And Zeller kicks to Turner. And another basket for Boston.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
The Bulls have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Gasol, a screen on Turner. Rose, attack.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Now a timeout called by Boston. Check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He told Gasol that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. And Thomas, here we go. Here's Sullinger. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Kicks it to Rose. There's the 3. And Boston with the rebound. Here's Thomas. He's got 11. Pass to Turner. A baseline J. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Rose. The Bulls leading by 4. Pass to Gasol. Another one falls for Chicago.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Outside Thomas. Stolen by Rose. And here's the fast break. It's Butler that time on the assist by Rose. Rose has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Boston's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Sullinger the screen. And Thomas, here we go. The shot by Sullinger, wide open. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
And turning down what would have been a tough shot for himself into an easy one for his teammate.
Rose passes to Gasol. Puts it up from 17. Allen with the rebound. Celtics trail by 6. He kicks it to Thomas. Puts up a 3. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Outside Rose. Feeds it to Gasol. Good D by Sullinger.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
And that one's good. Wright's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bulls.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Now here's Thomas. 11 points in the game. Down low, Zeller. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 5 assists in the game. The Bulls leading by 6. Left side, Gibson. Butler on the wing. Fades. Rebound, Boston. Sullinger's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
And Isaiah Thomas, traded last season from Phoenix over to Boston, seemed to be a matter of fit and not production as to why they moved him.
Greg you were talking about Isaiah Thomas. He had no love lost for the Suns in their first meeting. He took them apart, Clark, on the floor. Remember that game? Stared him down as he was hitting shots. Looked at that bench, man. He had a big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and you know, most guys that are a little undersized and have battled doubters all their careers bring that kind of edge anyway. You throw in the fact that he was disappointed how the trade unfolded. He was amped up and ready for that return visit.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. David Lee's checked in for Zellinger. Urebko comes in for Turner. And Bradley's subbed in for Tony Allen. And so Zeller nails both of them. Well, Chicago's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Clarkson kicks to Splitter. Passes to Snell. The 11-footer, Mirotic gets the bucket. Mirotic has got his first basket of the night. Celtics trail by 6. Now the dish to Urebko. Thomas, a screen on Smith. Bradley kicks to Thomas. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Here's Bradley after the Bulls pick up 2. Screen by Lee. Bradley dishes to Urebko. Splitter against Zeller. 6 to shoot. Pass to Lee. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Good on the triple. Thomas got 14 points for the game.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Clarkson kicks to Mirotic. And good on the basket. Hook it. Mirotic has got 4 this quarter.
Well, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
There's the feed to Urebko. Thomas a screen. Bradley kicks to Thomas. Dishes it to Urebko. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Zeller. And good as it rattles through the hoop. 17 points in the game.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Here's Clarkson. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And the Bulls lead by 7.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Now here's Bradley. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Zeller with it. Lee up top. He feeds it to Thomas. That doesn't go either for Thomas. Clarkson up top. He's guarded by Thomas. For 3, Smith. Rebounded by the Celtics. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
And a chance to check out the numbers for Isaiah Thomas. Putting up about 22 points per, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. With him, you get so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
An offensive powerhouse. He can just beat you in so many ways. Got to give it up for him. Much love.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. Amir Johnson's checked in for Zeller. And he's good on the second. Chicago leading by 6. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Smith outside. And it's Smith again missing. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Outside for Thomas. There's the 3. Rebounded by Clarkson.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And stolen by Thomas. He dishes it to Urebko. Kicks it to Thomas. 1 second left, and he gets it to go. Thomas got 16 points.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one.
Kevin, I have Derek Rose, and Derek, you guys were scoring pretty nicely as a unit here tonight. How do you facilitate that?
Just be more efficient. I'm taking less shots, making sure that I make my shots and take my time on the offensive end and get people involved in the game.
Thank you, Derek. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying the excitement so far. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Pau Gasol has been getting it done. He had 13 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 block. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, I love how they're getting points in transition. It's about pushing the ball, being aggressive, and then finishing with authority. Several times they beat the defense down the floor and ended up with easy buckets. If they can continue to keep that tempo up in the second half, they'll be difficult to beat.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
The three-point shot has really, really helped them out. I don't always like to see teams rely on the 3, but when it's dropping like that, I say roll with it. They keep setting good screens, running these pick and rolls, they'll be tough to beat.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store.
Zeller doing all sorts of things. He's got 17 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
Tipping off the second half, here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. And it's Wright in at the 3, the small forward. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fellas.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you on offense, at times he can hurt you on the defensive side. Immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding, you have to give help. And of course, that leaves your defense vulnerable, particularly on the weak side and controlling that defensive backboard.
Now here's Rose. 3-pointer. And it's Wright missing. And here is Allen. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Thomas with another miss.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now here's Rose. Here's Gasol. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Celtics trail by 3. Pick by Zeller. to Thomas. To tie. And the basket good. Thomas got 6 here in this quarter.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Now the pass to Sellinger. Turner dishes to Thomas. He kicks it to Zeller. Shot clock at 5. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Zeller's got the game tied up here for Boston. The Bulls have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Outside Butler. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. A wide open look here for Wright. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Oh, man, how about the last-minute decision there to pull the shot down and get a better one for your teammate?
Now a timeout called by Boston. Pau Gasol with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey guys, well, Brad Stevens had some advice for the team over that last break. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Zeller. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Great, thanks for the report, Doris. Now, here's Thomas. He's got 22. The Celtics working the ball around now. Drives from 16. A rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Rose penetrating. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Now here's Allen. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Turner. Boston again missing. The Bulls leading by 4. Guys, this offense very effective.
Point right at them.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart. No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Picked by Zeller. Allen outside. Back to Thomas. Fires from the wing. That doesn't go either for Thomas. The Bulls have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And to get open is Gibson. Rebound Boston. Allen's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Outside Thomas. Over in the corner, Turner. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Turner's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Really nice dime drop in there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Chicago calls timeout. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. Number 5, the Bulls.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
Crowder, he's checked in for Thomas. Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Rose kicks to Gibson. Right outside. Gasol a screen. And stolen by Zeller. Now Crowder. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. To the inside. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Chicago leading. side, Gasol. Hits the jumper in space. Gasol's got 4 points this quarter.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Here's Crowder after Pau Gasol's bucket. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Crowder kicks to Allen. Shoots from 12. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Rose against Turner. Rose in the post. Gasol. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's on Jared Sullinger. The Bulls have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. The first free throw is good.
Gasol doing all sorts of things. He has 18 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Lee comes in for Tyler Zeller. And Amir Johnson subbed in for Sullinger. Gasol hits them both. Celtics trail by 4. Inside. And it's Lee that time on the assist by Turner.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Feeds to Smith. Fires, high post, and he gets it to go. And the Bulls lead by 4.
A quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it. And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also one of your best 3-point shooters. But such is the case with J.R. Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both roles. Sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment.
Splitter, that's good.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Now here's Crowder. Allen kicks to Turner. Passes it to Crowder. A 3-ball. Chicago grabs the miss. Splitter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Greg, on the topic of Smith, you never know what his personality is going to bring to the game, or Clark, even the moment.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Moment to moment, it's an adventure. When the good JR is rolling, he's knocking down threes, playing solid D, creating havoc for the opponent. Bad JR is taking and missing wild shots, going to sleep on defense, and causing problems for his own team.
Yeah. And Butler gets it to go. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Chicago.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Here's Allen. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Boston again missing. Here's Smith. That one a little long. Celtics trail by 8. Crowder with it. Now Smith defending. There's the dish to Turner. Pass to Crowder. They get it again. Second shot opportunity. And Gasol sends it back. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Boston making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Mirotic comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Rose. On the wing, Johnson, covered by Mirotic. Goes up to the stripe. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You know, they built their lead here by doing all the little things well.
And one of those little things, Clark, has been rebounded. They've come out and taken complete control of that glass.
Now here's Bradley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Here's Clarkson following the three-pointer by Boston. Smith outside. And that one's on target from the wing. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter. Celtics trail by 7. Turner passes to Johnson. There's the pick. Now the feed to Crowder. Back to Johnson, and it's blocked by Mirotic. Lee against Smith. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
And fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
Jerebko's checked in for the Celtics. And the Bulls making a change also. Tony Snell's checked in for Butler. That one misses. I want you to mirror Johnson Clark. He seems so casual about silently destroying opponents in the paint, and he's carried that air about him almost his entire career.
You know what? He's rarely had plays called for him, Kevin. He doesn't produce a bunch of highlights, but he's really potent. I mean, one of the league's best at defending opponents at the rim, grabbing in-traffic rebounds. Those both are valuable assets.
Mirotic the screen. Three-pointer. And he gets the bucket. Mirotic has got 7 points.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And talking about Amir Johnson, he's really the last of a discontinued model, if you will. When the Pistons called his name in the 2005 NBA draft, the year before the rookie age limit was put in place, he became the last 18-year-old drafted into our league. And it did take him a number of years to kind of get up to the pro speed.
And so here is Chicago following the bucket by the Celtics. Splitter sets a screen. Here's Clarkson. The offensive rebound. A second chance effort. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Here's where Boston sits right now, Kevin, in the current league rankings. 2nd in rebounding, 3rd in opponent offense, and they show up also in the top 5 in opponent shooting percentage. That's because they've really made a commitment at the defensive end.
And guys, you can't say enough about how well they've rebounded. So often, it's swung the possession battle in their favor, and that's really had a huge impact.
And that one falls for Splitter.
Guys, did you know not once in Johnson's 10 seasons has he averaged more than 11 points or 7.5 rebounds a game? Sometimes he doesn't even start, and yet there's a certain sect of followers who feel Amir Johnson is among the most valuable, efficient players in the league.
The Celtics making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. Lee gets the bucket.
Oh, how pretty was that? Used the rim to protect the ball perfectly.
The Bulls leading by 9. Now, here's Clarkson. 9 points in the game so far. Splitter sets a screen. Clarkson dishes to Splitter. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Splitter's got 6 in the quarter.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Johnson the screen. And Thomas, here we go. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Here is Thomas. 22 points for him. Picked by Lee. Thomas kicks to Bradley. Can't capitalize on the good screen. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Bulls lead by 13. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Thomas is the point with Bradley into his side. Jonas Jerebko out there with Jared Sullinger. And it's Lee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Boston Five. Now here's Bradley. Dishes it to Thomas. Sinks the three-pointer. Thomas got 9 points here in the second half.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded by Thomas. Mirotic gets the bucket. Celtics trail by 12. Thomas kicks to Jerebko. He feeds it to Bradley. They set the pick. Nice ball movement by Boston. 5 to shoot. It's Thomas outside, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
Yeah, they've got time, and if he can keep stretching the defense like he has been with the three-point shot, that lead could evaporate in a hurry.
Now, here's Clarkson. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Sullinger the screen. Bradley passes to Sullinger. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Thiago Splitter. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Boston making some changes. Zeller, he's checked in for Lee. Crowder comes in for Jerebko. And Tony Allen subbed in for Bradley. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Pau Gasol's checked in for Splitter. Gibson comes in for Mirotic. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Jordan Clarkson.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Here's Sullinger. Following the basket by Darrell Wright. Sullinger left side. Here's Zeller. And that one's good. Zeller's got 21.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No telling how much larger the lead would be if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, come on, this guy's kept him in. Maybe the ball was a little slick. I don't know. That's a pass he should have handled, though.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey guys, well, Brad Stevens had some advice for the team over that last break. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
About that one, the Bulls' lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Sullinger. Rose with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Wright dishes to Gasol. Outside Gibson. Kicks to Butler. Down low. And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 5 assists tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now, here's Thomas. Wants to get it to Zeller and does. Somehow misses the one-handed flush. The Bulls leading by 11. Butler kicks to Gasol. Allen against Butler. The shot. Shot is off. And the Celtics going the other way now. Thomas with the ball. He dishes it to Zeller. To the paint. Just 5 to shoot. Sellinger, no good.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Pau Gasol was the number 3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a second-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
Turner's checked in for Boston. And Rose drops them both. Talking about Pau and brother Mark, both of them were excellent last season. The difference is that Pau has always been considered a great prospect, so detractors are much harder on him when they see cracks, I think, Greg, in his game.
Yeah, you know, for Marc Gasol, it can only exceed expectations because they started out so low. I'd simply say that if I had to pick between one or the other for best career, I'd do everything I could to pick both.
Good way to get out of it. Good answer. Now, here's Gasol after the miss from Tyler Zeller. And that one's good.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Poked away. And here is Butler. Pass to Rose. He kicks it to Gasol. Rebounded by the Celtics. Mark, they're looking now at a sizable deficit.
Yeah, you know, they've got a lot of work ahead of them, but no reason to give up hope right now.
Yeah, definitely not, guys. Not with all the time that's still left in this game.
Now here's Allen. The pass to Turner. 6 to shoot. Zeller against Gibson. Shot by Zeller, no good. The Bulls leading by 15. Right, the pass to Gibson. Now Rose. Back to Gibson. Feeds it to Wright. And Gibson kicks to Gasol. Goes up on the wing. Off the left rim and out.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over him.
Pass to Zeller. Shot to stop the drought. And the jumper falls for him. Zeller's got 4 points in the quarter.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Gasol on the high post. Sellinger's there. Gibson. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Thomas dishes to Sellinger. Off target with his 3.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Thomas against Rose. The dish to Gibson. Lots of room. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And the Bulls lead by 15.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Pick by Zeller. Thomas kicks to Zeller. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty. And he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
Right from outside. It's hauled in by Thomas. Celtics trail by 13. Here's Turner. Rose with the rebound. Rose has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Sullinger with the rebound. Boston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Thomas passes to Sullinger. Thomas with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively. Shot clock at 6. Offline with his 3. The Bulls leading by 13. Gets a very good look and converts.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Now here's Sullinger. Pass to Turner. Pick by Zeller. Turner against Wright. Looking to get it going. That's good. 6 points for Evan Turner.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
Here's Rose. Gasol setting the pick for Rose. Butler dishes to Gibson. They get it back. And that one's good. Right. And the Bulls lead by 15.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You've got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
It did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do. I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
Rose kicks to Gasol. The 10-footer finds the target. Gasol's got 6 here in this quarter. Celtics trail by 17. And there's the feed to Zeller. Inside. Thomas against Rose. And Pau Gasol, the bucket on the assist by Rose. That's 29 points for Pau Gasol. Boston's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Sullinger the screen. There's a good screen. Thomas against Rose. Thomas passes to Sullinger.
Check out the game for Sullinger. He has 8 points and 1 assist.
At the line for the Celtics.
And he makes the first.
We have the line shooting 2.
Good on both. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Right side, Butler. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And really, I like the fact that even with the big lead, they never coasted.
To me, that's a sign of a really good team, Greg, because you should always be playing against the game and yourself. I know there's an opponent out there, but when you have a lead, it's all about continuing to execute. Do what you do. And stay true to that. And I like that aggressiveness and full speed ahead kind of attack that they have.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Bulls.
Clark, the biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
You know, I thought both teams worked hard at both ends, but sky-high field goal percentage and pressure defense could force the other team into a lot of misses. Excellent effort tonight.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
Greg, I know exactly what you're referring to. I mean, with this victory, they'll get the edge in the season series by taking 2 of their 3 meetings.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Gasol. And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Shots good by Gibson.
And really no better feeling than to go on the road and play this well and get the win.
Yeah, it's always a good win when you play the kind of game they have played tonight. I mean, especially, though, when you get it done on the road. That's a special, special feeling there.
At the line for the Celtics, Isaiah Thomas.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Outside Thomas. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with J.R. Smith. This team really looked good tonight. What was the key out there?
I mean, our penetration was unbelievable tonight. Everybody was penetrating the ball. We weren't settling for jump shots and contested jumpers. And as long as we keep moving the ball, we'll be fine.
JR, appreciate the time as always. Kevin?
Doris, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan Player of the Game, Pau Gasol. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, right?
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.